So, I said all of this to say that if you're gonna do the CA route, right, because it's still the best, almost way to financial security, in the marketplace, and because like your job is never secure. And I've also been exposed to a lot of people who have come from corporate back to articles, and they just say that it's paper ceilings when you travel up in corporates. And if you have if you have your articles, then it gives you like how can I say, like an extensive acumen of skills and technical experience that like it equips you for all types of business environments, So why am I saying that? Okay, so what I want to say to the person that is young and they're going into the CA route, this is a list of things that I would almost advise someone, even so, to the person that's entering, or to the people that are studying towards an accounting degree, or are already are about to start articles, or will be doing articles along the way. This is almost my piece about what I think the article climate is, right? And I made a list here, so I didn't miss anything about how I felt about how this experience has been for me. And it goes like this: you will be pushed to your furthest extreme in audit, right? The people that you will be working for are completely out of touch with your reality, because these people are signed off and they are looking at things from a high level. You will be on the ground testing all of these business transactions that are live, that are happening today, and you have to be applying everything that you learned in your studies, and it's going to be expected that you know what you're doing, right? You must be able to apply that. Whatever you learned or completing your degree the onus is on you to apply that, and be able to tell your partner what, almost have your input about how the direction of testing should go. Even if they're going to give you their own direction of testing, you must also have a understanding of the standards, so that you can also know the direction of what you are testing, Okay. Sometimes your workload will be too much, and you must know how to almost raise your hand and tell the partners that you are stressed too much and they need to split the workload more even, because that does happen while you're doing audit. Okay. Some firms expect you to study, and this is on top of all of your articles. And I'm telling you, articles is very demanding. Like, sometimes you will work overtime and you will not be compensated for it, and that's just the name of the game, right? This is for your growth also, so you must know why you're putting in that extra effort, and it will expect that of you. And you'll see, as someone that's been thorough, that you probably need to go check your bases when you go home, because you don't want to be at the client or live, like accruing hours to the budget and you not knowing what you're doing. So you're going to have to go home and probably make sense of what you're doing. Are you doing it correctly? And if the approach that you've been testing is probably before review, because if it comes to review time, it's already going to be too late if you've tested the wrong way. In your life, you will have little time for anything else, because audit is that demanding. And if you're studying, or even not even towards your degree, if you're doing CTA, you're going to have no time. It's just going to be you, articles, and your books, basically. sometimes people will treat you as if you're stupid, basically. And the clients also might give you a hard time if you're not thorough enough in what you're asking for, and if you are not thorough enough in how you understand things. So you have to have your story together when you go into audit, okay? Not all your clerks are going to be your friend. Some people will succumb to the pressure, and some people will try to throw you under the bus. And, things can get political and messy with other people. So know that your environment might become very toxic if you don't almost rise above all the nonsense and just stick to what you came there for, which was getting the skills that you need to enter the business world and add value, right? Sometimes you might have problems with the partner that you've been allocated to, and you just can't get along with that partner. But that's one of the arguments that you need to be exposed to. It's being exposed to different leadership styles. Also, I'm going to say this loosely, but remember the politics of our country and the history of our country and what that means in today's reality, because that also has an effect. What I want to say, above all else, right, to the person that's going into articles or will be doing articles, is your understanding and your ability to professionally judge how to apply yourself in accordance with the standards, no matter the environment, is what will and what should drive you to the finish line. Because that's the only thing that you're going to articles for. And believe you me, along the way, there is going to be a lot of speed bumps. And this thing is going to really stretch you. It's going to be the most demanding thing you've ever done. And it should be, because this thing should allow you to become a global leader as they've sold it to us, right? And it will. If you really do this thing right, it will bring out the worst and the best of your character. And basically, this is what character building looks like in the adult world. And it really does set you up to be in any business environment. And you only going to get out of it what you put in, really. That's one of those things. So all I'm going to say is that's my piece, and good luck if you're going to start this, because you're really going to need it, but it will pay off. Thanks. Shining the light. Peace.